Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Monday. And by now you are all advanced yogis, all of you. Even if this is your first time, you've been breathing every single day of your life from the beginning. So that makes you a yogi. Yogi is this union of body and breath and mind and spirit. And so as the light has changed here where I am, as advanced yogis, I ask you to forgive me for not being able to see me as well, but find some gratitude for this beautiful view behind me, because that's what we have. That's what we have, and that's what we're going to practice today. We're going to find gratitude in every little nuance of our practice as we are able. So find a comfortable seat. And if your legs don't feel comfy today, crossed like this, I suggest maybe you just extend them long and then find a long spine. Stack your vertebrae and lift the crown of your head, lift your heart, draw your shoulders up, back, and down. And here's our first opportunity to find some gratitude for this body, for this practice. And then if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And we'll start by tuning into what we've brought to our mats this morning, our surroundings, our internal and external weather. So without changing a thing, just begin to use your senses, your God-given senses. Notice the temperature of the air. Maybe with your eyes closed, you notice some light filtering through your eyelids. Notice any sounds that you hear. Sounds in the distance. Sounds closer in. The sound of my voice. Tune into your body, notice sensations. Notice where you might be feeling a little tight, where you might want to set an intention for some movement there to get some energy flowing in those areas. And then acknowledging all those awarenesses, just set them aside for a moment and bring your entire awareness to your breath. So as you inhale through your nostrils, feel the coolness of the breath as it enters the body. And feel that sensation of the breath filling up as you draw the air into the belly, the ribs, the lungs. Feel that expansion. And then through the nostrils, just feel that sensation of emptying as you slowly release the breath. Make it slow. Let it go. And then again, begin to inhale when you're ready. Fill up. And then a nice slow exhalation. Calm your nervous system. Initiate that rest and digest. Take another full breath in and a long breath out. And then take a moment before you open your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. Take one hand and cover it with the other. And take a big breath in as you feel your heartbeat. And as you exhale, just find some gratitude for this breath. Breathe in again. And breathe out again. One more, just grateful breaths. as you exhale, let your hands rest, blink open your eyes. Doesn't that feel good? Come on, you know it does. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. Reach up for all the goodness. Let your palms come together. Let them come down to your heart. Take a moment to bring your chin to your chest. Let an intention come to mind. If it doesn't, no worries, but see if you can create an intention for this practice. Maybe it is gratitude, finding that gratitude, that grateful state of mind. Maybe it's just peace. And when you're ready, blink open your eyes, reach up your arms again. Follow my shadow and exhale as you lean to one side. Good, inhale, just sway, reach up, and exhale, lean to the other side. And then take a little circle toward the right, and we'll take that stretch over to the other side again. And just circling your hips as you move with your breath. Good. Inhale, sweep and lean on your exhale. Inhale, sweep and lean on your exhale. Just move organically with your breath, waking up the body, waking up the mind. Good. Let's take one more. Reach up again, get nice and long. Palms come to heart center. And just pause. Switch the cross of your legs. Take the opposite leg in front. Restack your spine. Take your shoulders up to your ears. And take a few rolls up, back, and down. Just observing. You might notice some sounds. You might notice some cracks. Just observe what's going on in your body this morning as you roll your shoulders up, back, and down, removing the kinks. Take a nice big breath in and let those shoulders drop down, and then take your fingertips in front of you, walk them forward until you feel the stretch that's appropriate for you in your lower back, and let your chin come down to your chest. Just bow. On your inhalation, draw your belly into your spine. Stack your spine, reach up, and let your hands come to your heart. We'll take two more of those. Walk your fingers forward. Find that length in the spine. Chin comes down to the chest. And wait for your full exhalation. And then on your inhalation, rise up, reach up. Good. Palms come together, down to heart. Take one more. Reach, extend, get long. And then inhale, root to rise. Hands come to heart center. And just pause. Good. Let's release our legs. Come, bring your feet to your floor. Give your ankles a nice little rub. Maybe pink up your feet. And then take your hands behind you. Take some hip openers here. Just some windshield washers, right to left. Just waking up. Good. And then we'll take our blankets and place them under our knees, smoothing out wrinkles, getting set up for a tabletop. And then Sophie, shake it out, tops of the feet on the floor. Come to stillness. Spread your fingers wide enough so that you have a stable base for your wrists. And press into all the joints of the fingers. And then we'll take some cat-cows. So inhaling, coming into your cow pose as you lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. And then exhale, round, pressing the mat away, drawing the belly into the spine. Just move forward and back with that spine, waking up the spine. Good. Nice. And take a few more. Warming up. Move as slow or as fast as you like. Synchronizing with the breath is always a good idea. And take one more each direction. And then find some stillness. Good. Maybe Sophie, shake it out. Take the right hand and turn your palms so your fingers are facing back, and then take the left foot and send it back. Tuck the toes so you've got that calf stretch. And then we're just going to rock slowly. Now, if you have any wrist injuries, you're not going to want to do this, but this is a nice stretch for the wrist. If it's feeling okay, just move slowly until you feel that stretch. You won't have to move too much. Good. Nice big breath in. And then find stillness here. Turn the palm so it's facing the regular way of the right hand. And then we're just going to come over to the left knee, make a little kickstand by taking your start again. So we're on our right knee, keeping the left foot tucked where it is, extended. Take that right foot and turn it out so the toes of the right foot are tucked. So you have to be very precise when I'm in the dark. And then we're going to turn over to the side and take a side stretch, placing your left foot on the mat, pressing into the whole of the left foot and reaching the left arm up. Good. Breathe in. And then from here, take a circle of the shoulder. Breathe out, obviously. Take a couple more shoulder circles as you are ready. You can even take a half bind if you like, taking your left hand to the back, placing that palm facing outward. Good. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. And exhale, take the left hand to the mat, take the left knee to the mat, and Sophie, shake it out. Good. All right, take that left hand, point the fingers toward you. Tops of the feet can be on the floor for now. Good. Breathe in, and then send now the right foot back, tuck the right toes, and just rock forward and back until you get that wrist stretch that works for you. And take a few of these. You can also feel your calf getting that nice stretch. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. And then come to stillness. Turn your left hand so it's facing forward. We'll take our left leg and turn it outward so you have a little kickstand, tuck the left toes. And then we'll take our right foot and plant it so the entire foot is on the ground. Reach your right arm up. Find that stretch on this side. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. You can even take your gaze up there. And then maybe you want to take a couple of shoulder circles here. Good. Nice. And when you're ready, we'll replace the right hand, taking it down under the shoulders. Bring that kickstand back in, bring the right knee and the left together. And just pause here in tabletop. Maybe take a couple more cat-cows if that serves you. And then we're all going to meet in a child's pose. So knees come wide, big toes touch, hips sink back to the heels, and arms reach forward. And if you place your palms facing up, you can release those wrists, maybe take a couple of open and closings of the hands, and then find stillness here. Good. Breathe in. Use any props that you need to here. So block under the head is always nice, under the forehead. Maybe a blanket between the hips and the legs if that helps. Really release into this child's pose. Good. Breathe in. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And breathe out. Let's take one more full breath here in this child's pose. Now allow your exhale to let you sink a little more deeply into this stretch. Good. On your next breath in, we're going to come forward, back into our tabletop. Take your hands a little farther forward. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Claw your fingers into the mat and tuck your toes. Begin to lift your hips and heels. Lift your hips
Your heels will, in fact, probably stay lifted. Come into your downward facing dog. Good. First down dog of the day. Be sure to move as you like it. Bending one knee and then the other. Relaxing the back of the neck. And then eventually moving any props out of the way. And finding stillness in your down dog. So tuning into your hamstrings, tuning into your hips, tuning into your shoulders. Take a nice big breath, come on up to your toes, and then take a gentle walk, slow walk to the front of the mat and rotate your wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need to protect the lower back. Head under heart unless you have low blood pressure, in which case you want to come up probably halfway at least. But if you're happy here, let your head dangle between your hands. Come into ragdoll. Maybe even rock from side to side. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, release and slowly rise up. And we'll stack those vertebrae again as we come into our mountain pose. Reach up, get long. Notice if your shoulders come up with your arms as you reach your fingertips toward the sky. See if you can tuck your shoulders down your back. And then bring your palms together, draw them to your heart. Come into prayer pose. Find another moment of gratitude. So here we are standing up. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. When you're ready, sweep your arms up, pick your palms, look up at them as they touch, and then bend your knees, forward fold to your forward fold. So if it's halfway, that's perfect. On your inhale, we'll all meet halfway. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, and on your exhale, fold again. One more time, root to rise, root into the floor, rise up, get long, and take your palms, clasp your hands, and send your palms up toward the sky, and then pressing into the feet equally, send your left hip out to the left as you side bend to the right. Good, make that C shape with your body, and we'll keep the torso facing forward. Keep your gaze on something that's not moving. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. And on your inhale, come back up. Think roots growing down into the earth from your feet. And think this nice tall lift of the spine. And then with that sensibility, lean over to the left and make that C shape on this side. Good, keep pressing into both sides, both feet, all sides. Good, breathe in and breathe out. Excellent, inhale, come on up. And as you exhale, release your fingers, take them back to the back and clasp your hands, and then send those hands down your back and bending your knees as much as you need to. Let's come into a forward fold, your version here. So the head can come down toward the floor, the arms can lift up. Maybe your legs are coming a little bit straighter now. Maybe not. Good. Always a good idea to keep a little gentle bend in the knees to protect the lower back. Shake your head yes and no. Find some gratitude for what's upside down in your life. And then when you're ready, release, inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to the floor or your blocks and step the right foot back to the back of the mat. Excellent. Find that long runner's lunge. And with the farther back you reach, you'll notice you get a deeper stretch. Left knee over left ankle. And then slide your blocks back to frame your foot, your left foot, and shine your heart. Good, breathe in here. And as you exhale, lower the right knee, lower the top of the right foot. Get a little more shiny. And then reach your fingertips up to the sky. Come into your low crescent. Good. Breathe in. Maybe you challenge yourself to gaze up towards your fingertips, or keep gazing forward. And let those shoulders drop down away from the ears. Breathe out. And when you're ready, on your next breath in, take your right arm forward, your left arm back, and take a twist. And maybe you gaze toward your left, stretching the neck. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Embrace any wobbles. Good. One more breath in. Reach your arms back up. Come into your crescent again, your low crescent. And then take your hands to your left leg and see if you can lean forward a little bit more. So if that knee comes over the ankle, no big deal. You just get a little more stretch in the right hip flexor. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then as we're ready, I'll move my block. Take your right hand to your block or your floor. Tuck your right toe. Lift that right knee and take your left arm up. Reach it up for a twist. Good. Nice big breath in. Always the option here for a shoulder circle or a half bind for you advanced yogis. Good. Nice big breath in. Excellent. And then as you're ready, I'll move my blocks so you can just kind of keep my blocks out of the way, but you guys use your blocks as needed. Come up to your fingertips, shine, and then lower the right knee to the floor again. You can untuck the toes if you like and sink your hips back, coming into a half split. So nose comes to knee, left toes lift, and breathe here. Nice. Nice deep breaths. As you're ready, we'll come back to our low lunge. Tuck your right toe, and then we're going to think about stepping that right foot up to meet the left, and then take that leap of faith and come there, and then find your ragdoll or your forward fold of choice. Maybe it's peace fingers around big toes. Whatever you do, see about keeping a nice little bend in the knee. Shake your head yes and no. Take a nice big breath, knowing these forward folds are so good for our nervous system. Activating that parasympathetic. And when you're ready, press into your feet, root to rise. Reach up. Ah. Let your palms come together. Draw them to your heart. Find a moment of gratitude. Ooh, that we can do that, that we can stretch like that. That's a good one. Thank you for that. Good. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. Exhale, take your forward fold, bending your knees again, as much as you need to. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, take your fingertips to the floor or your blocks and step back with your left foot. Let's find some stretch on this side. So stretch way back with that left foot. And for now, the right knee is over the right ankle. Coming to fingertips or blocks, just to find some gratitude for this stretch. So good. Good. Breathe in. Shine your heart. Come up maybe a little bit higher. I'll use my blocks for this. Shine. Gaze forward. Nice full breath. Good. And then as you're ready, exhale, lower the knee to the floor, lower the top of the left foot to the floor. Rise up, come into your low crescent, reaching your pinkies toward one another, framing your ears. Take a nice big breath, and with your exhale, let the shoulders drop down your back. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. As you're ready, release your hands to the floor. Good. And we'll take the left arm forward, the right arm swings back, twist. Good. Take your gaze with your right arm if that works for you. Otherwise, keep it on something steady. Breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent. When you're ready, reach back up and then send your hands to your leg. Find your Anjani Asana. Lean forward, nose. Your nose is forward. Your knee might come a little bit forward of your right ankle. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Notice that stretch where you feel it. And then as you're ready, maybe you slide your blocks back, or maybe you come to your fingertips on your mat, sink your hips back, come into your half split here. So the right toes lift, hips slide back, nose comes to knee, fingertips on blocks or floor, and breathe. Good, nice big breath in. Nice soft breath out. One more, breathe in. Begin to look forward. Come back to your low lunge. Tuck your left foot. Yeah, fingertips to the floor. Lift that left knee off the floor. And then when you're ready, step the left foot to meet the right. Find your forward fold of choice. Maybe it's a rag doll. Maybe it's peace fingers around the big toe. Take a nice big breath. And as you're ready, root to rise. Reach those fingertips up to the sky, maybe look up. And then hands come to heart center. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, when you're ready, blink open your eyes. Make sure your feet are about hip width. Bring your hands to heart center and see what happens if you bring all your weight into your left foot and just come up on your right toe. Yeah, that might be where you stay, just testing your balance. So you're gazing at something that's not moving. If you feel really balanced today, maybe you lift that knee up to about waist high. Yeah, keep your gaze on what is not moving, and maybe you reach for that big toe and send that leg forward. Advanced yogis. Good. We're not going to stay here long. We're going to bend that knee. Bring your hands back to heart if you came with me. And then lean forward. Send that leg back, toes pointing toward the ground. Come into your warrior three. Keep your gaze on something forward, probably on the floor, so you have a nice long neck, toes pressing toward the floor on that right foot. Yeah, good. Stable breath, stable drishti. When you're ready, slowly we're going to come back up from whence we came. Lift that leg, come down to your toe. Maybe some of you are still there. And then lower that foot. Ooh, come into your mountain. Take a moment, let your mountain stabilize you. Find the roots into the ground. Take a nice big breath and a nice long exhalation. Good. Shake it out. And then finding that mountain pose, bring your weight into your right foot. Come up to your toes on your left. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Find your drishti. Find that stable gazing point. And then maybe you decide you want to lift up with this left leg. If you've got it and you want to go further, reach for your big toe. Maybe send that leg forward. You can open up with your arm or keep it down to your side. Good. Breathe in. Keep that gazing point. Keep pressing that foot forward if you've got it. And then when you're ready, slowly release it. Hands come to heart center. Come through that half standing mountain. And then lower down to the toe. Lower the left foot to meet the right. Boy, that was fun. Shake it out. Let it go. Wherever you went was perfect for you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. And exhale, take your hands to the floor, step your left foot back and then your right. Come into your downward facing dog. Good. Excellent. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready, come forward through your plank. Lower your knees. Lower the tops of your feet. We're just going to take a few, just a few, not a lot, actually maybe 5, walking planks. We're going to lower down to our elbows and then come back up to our high planks. Easy, right? Lower down to the elbows, come up to the high plank. So keeping the belly pulled into the spine will help activate that core. Yeah. And we're using the shoulders. Good. We only have 2 more. And when you're ready, come down to your Sphinx, lowering your hips down and shining your heart. So your elbows under the shoulders, shoulders rolled down and away. Just a gentle back bend here to start. We'll ease into these back bends. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in, shine your heart, and breathe out. Excellent. As you're ready, I'm going to suggest seal pose. Now, if seal pose is not going to work for your back, stay where you are. You can reach your hands forward, extending your arms. It's a little bit deeper of a back bend, so only do what you can do. Shine your heart, pressing your palms into the floor, shoulders stay down away from the ears, smile. Good, breathe in, breathe out. Let's stay for 2 more breaths. Excellent. When you're ready, slowly come down to your mat. Make a little pillow. Turn your head to one side. Sophie, shake it out. Good. Feel that breath moving in and out as your belly presses into the mat. See if you can breathe into the entire back body. Nice long exhalations. Good. One more breath in. And just to release the back, take your left knee and draw it up to your left elbow. Come into that sleeper pose. You can keep your head turned toward the right. Breathe in here. Breathe out. As you're ready, re-extend that leg. Turn your head in the other direction. Take a nice breath here. Let the neck settle. And then draw the right knee up to the right elbow. Nice deep breath. Good. Exhale it out. Good. When you're ready, re-extend the right leg. Bring your forehead to the mat. And bring your hands to the outsides of your shoulders. Press all the fingers in to the mat as you come up through your cobra, through your tabletop. Bring your knees together and slowly take a slow descent to your child's pose. So this will be child's pose with legs coming toward the midline, arms reaching back for the outsides of the feet, and the forehead coming toward the mat. Again, you can place your block under your forehead if that helps. Just let the shoulders roll forward as you breathe into the entire back body. Nice. Take one more full breath. And on your exhale, hands come to the mat and come on up. Bring your knees about hip width, tuck your toes. And here, we're going to take the top of the head to the mat, being careful with the back of the neck. And see if you can reach your ankles, the outsides of your feet, coming into this rabbit pose. Draw your belly into your spine and take a little round. So this will be our counter pose to our back bends. Draw your belly deeply into the spine as you send the back toward the ceiling. Just being careful not to put too much weight on the top of the head so that your neck is supported. Good. Press your toes into the mat. And if this whole practice has been really hard on your knees, have no fear. We are going to come as you're ready. Place your hands on the mat, press yourself up. Come to a seat and get off of our knees. Bend the left knee and take the right leg across. And we'll come into a twist. Give yourself a hug. Take your right hand behind your right hip. Press into the floor as you lengthen your spine. Breathe in. And as you exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full round of breath takes you deeper into your twist. Good. And exhale slowly as you come back to center. Bring your feet to touch. So you can sit up on your blanket if you like as we come into Baddha Konasana. Maybe bring your heels a little closer. Maybe take some blocks and place them under your knees. We're going to take several rounds of breath here, coming into more of a yin pose. So as you're ready, shine your heart. Breathe in. And then exhale. Just round over those legs. Let your chin come down to your chest. Find some stillness here. See if you can find a place where you can just be still for a few rounds of breath. Feel the breath moving in. And feel the breath moving out. And see if on your exhalations you can just soften. Notice if you're holding tension in the back of the neck, see if you can relax the chin toward the chest a little bit more. Soften the brow. Relax the jaw. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Good. As you're ready, come up slowly, stack your spine. Remove your props to the side. Then we'll keep that right leg bent. Take the left across. Give yourself a hug. Left hand comes behind you. Good. Stack the spine again and use your breath to twist to your heart's content. Good. These twists are so good for us. Just imagine they're wringing out the organs, the belly, giving us healthy digestion. Good. Breathe in as you lift and lengthen, and breathe out as you take your gaze toward that left shoulder, or maybe even farther, giving your neck a little stretch. So good. Good. Nice big breath in, lift and lengthen. See if you can soften the left hip on your exhale. Good, one more breath. Let your exhale unwind you. Good. Excellent work. Let's all come down to our backs. Slowly, gracefully, however you like. And just find, oh yeah, find your place. Your Shavasana. We're not quite there yet, but it is Shavasana, corpse pose. So just take a moment in this pose to notice. Notice the parts of the body making connection with the mat. Notice the parts of the body that are not. Yeah. Notice if your shoulders are any less than open. See if you can snuggle your shoulders underneath you. Let your palms face up. And then bend your knees, one knee at a time. See if you can place your feet close to your hips. And then press your feet into the floor. Go ahead and press your palms into the floor and lift your hips coming into bridge. Good. Breathe in as you lift your hips. And then breathe out as you slowly lower down. Good. Take your knees, draw them into your chest, and take some circles in one direction. Good. Massage your lower spine. And then place your feet close to your hips again. Snuggle your shoulders if they've become unsnuggled. Palms face down. Inhale as you lift your hips. Come into your back bend here. So a different expression of that. Lift your hips coming into bridge. Have I told you a million times that bridge pose is really good for insomnia? Yeah. Lower down when you're ready. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your circles in the other direction. Good. Hug your knees in. One more time. Big bridge. Maybe this time you want to bind your hands underneath you. Maybe you can get a little more height. Yeah. Breathe in. Maybe lift a little bit higher. And breathe out. Lower down, just one vertebra at a time. Good. Take the left leg, extend it long. Take the right leg, hug it in. Good. Circle out that ankle. So left leg is totally chill on the mat. We're going to take the outside of the right foot or the right ankle. See if you can draw your right knee in toward your right shoulder. Yeah, left leg totally chill. Left foot relaxed, half happy baby. Good, breathe in here. Breathe out. Another opportunity to reach for your big toe. You can use that. Yeah. And then see what happens if you straighten that leg. Send the heel up toward the ceiling. So we were doing this standing up. Maybe you weren't, but here's your opportunity. Straighten that leg. Good. Breathe in. Keep gazing toward the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, open up that right leg. Try to keep the left hip on the floor. Press the heel. Always the option to use your strap. Good. And bring it back up. Bend that right knee and gently coax it over to the left for your twist. Good. Open up the right arm. I've got to move my battery pack here. Just relax into your twist. Find the twist that works for you. So maybe you gaze toward your right arm extended. Maybe you're just gazing up at the ceiling. Whatever you do, just breathe. Nice. Take one more full breath. Come back to center. Hug your knee in. Bring your nose to your knee if you like. And then extend that right leg long. Take a moment to find gratitude for the right leg. Notice how your left leg feels a little different than your right, and then hug the right knee into the chest. Maybe take some circles here. Right leg, totally chill. Right foot, totally chill. Good. And then come into your version of half happy baby. Yeah, so reach for the side of the foot or the ankle. Maybe you reach for your big toe if you like. Good. Nice big breath in. Hug it in. Nice big breath out. When you're ready, on your inhale, send that leg up toward the ceiling. So use your strap, use your toe, use your hands at your calves. And just get that stretch that works for you. Good, nice big breath. And then open it up to the left. Good, breath in. Breath out as you bring your leg back up, hug that knee in, give it a squeeze. Always the option for nose to knee. Lower head and shoulders, then coax that leg to the opposite side. Maybe the left arm reaches out to your T and your gaze follows. Good, nice big breath. See if you can soften on your exhale. I know you can. Good, one more breath. And exhale, come back to center. Hug the knee in again. Maybe nose to knee again. And then slowly release. Let it all go. So here's your chance to set yourself up for the Shavasana of your lifetime. Maybe something goes under your neck. Maybe that would feel good. Maybe your blanket goes under your knees. Maybe you cover up. Find that Shavasana, that corpse pose that works for you. So legs wide, arms wide, shoulders snuggled. And this is where the practice starts to integrate, where we can get up off of our mats and carry this with us, this gratitude, this peace for the rest of our day. So take this seriously. Your only task is to just be for the next couple of minutes. You're all advanced yogis. I know you can do it. As you're ready, begin to deepen the breath. Bring some movement to the body. Fingers wiggle, maybe toes wiggle. Maybe you'd like to stay where you are, or maybe you'd like to roll to one side
Gathering your knees up into your chest, just pausing in that transitional fetal position. Notice here, as you begin to transition, where you can find some gratitude. Change is hard sometimes. See if you can find something small to be grateful for, even in this change. And then when you're ready, use the strength of your arms to press up to a seat. Let your eyes close again. Stack your spine. Notice if your shoulders are a little farther down from the ears. Yes, you did that. When you're ready, take your arms, reach them up. Reach up for all the goodness. Let the palms come together and draw them right down the midline of the body where they land in the heart center. Take a moment to let your chin bow to your own grateful heart. One last chance during this practice to find some gratitude, something small, something medium, maybe even something big. And I'm grateful for you. Thank you for practicing. Until next time, namaste.